Today we're taking a look at Los Angeles Kings vs San Jose Sharks match, which is happening on Wednesday, March 24, 2021 at 10:35 p.m., and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Los Angeles Kings will travel to the SAP Center on Wednesday evening for a Honda West Division showdown versus the San Jose Sharks. The Kings sit in 5th place in the Honda West Division standings with 32 points and a 13-12-6 overall record in 31 games. Los Angeles has dropped 4 of its last 6 games while going 4-6-3 over its past 13 contests. Meanwhile, the Sharks are trying to battle their way out of the bottom of the division standings. San Jose sits in 7th place with only 28 points and a 12-14-4 record in 30 contests. Can the Sharks bounce back with a win at home over the slumping Kings on Wednesday night? The Los Angeles Kings blue line and goaltenders have kept games close for the Kings, but the offense has not always responded in kind. Los Angeles allows an average of 2.74 goals per game, and the Kings are solid when short-handed as the penalty kill unit has been successful 85.4% of the time. Calvin Peterson is 6'6" with a 2.45 goals against average and .926 save percentage, while veteran Jonathan Quick is 6'2" with a 2.91 goals against average and .898 save percentage with 2 shutouts. Los Angeles is scoring an average of 2.84 goals per game, led by Dustin Brown, who has scored 14 goals, while Adrian Kemp has scored 11, but no other player for the Kings has scored in double figures in goals. Anze Kopitar is far and away the leader in assists for Los Angeles with 29, which is 11 more than the next closest player, Drew Doughty, with 18. Kopitar is the overall points leader for Los Angeles with 37 and Doughty has 25. Los Angeles has scored 27 power play goals, and the power play unit scores 24.8% of the time with a man advantage. San Jose snapped a 4-game losing streak with a 2-1 win at home against the Los Angeles Kings. Ryan Donato scored the tie-breaking goal early in the third period, and Martin Jones allowed just 1 goal on 42 shots to help the Sharks escape with a win. Logan Couture also scored for the Sharks, who have scored more than 2 goals just 1 time in their last 5 games. The Sharks have slid to 20th in the NHL in scoring at just 2.70 goals per game, and they have converted on just 18.6% of their opportunities with a man advantage, which ranks 24th in the league. San Jose has also allowed 3.40 goals per game, 28th in the NHL, while fending off just 79.0% of their total penalties for the season, 15th in the NHL. Martin Jones will be back between the pipes for the Sharks on Wednesday night. The 31-year-old is 9'6" with a 3.30 GAA and .897 save percentage in 18 starts. The Los Angeles Kings will try to get some measure of revenge after a 2-1 loss to the Sharks in their last matchup. Anze Kopitar leads the Kings in scoring with 37 points, including a team-high 29 assists with 8 goals, while Drew Doughty has 25 points with 7 goals and 18 assists, and Alex Iafallo has 20 points with 13 apples this season. Dustin Brown also has 20 points with a team-high 14 goals, and Adrian Kemp sits on 19 goals with 11 goals this season. As a team, Los Angeles is averaging 2.9 goals on 28.5 shots against per game with a 26% success rate on the power play, while allowing 2.8 goals on 31.7 shots against with an 85.1% success rate on the park this season. The San Jose Sharks will try to build up back-to-back wins after their victory over the Kings last time out. Evander Kane leads the Sharks in scoring with 27 points, including 12 goals and a team-high 15 assists, while Logan Couture has 23 points with a team-high 14 goals, and Timo Meier has 20 points with 14 assists of his own this season. As a team, San Jose is averaging 2.7 goals per game on 29.9 shots per game with a 19% success rate on the PP, while giving up 3.5 goals on 32 shots against per game with a 78% kill percentage on the park this season. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. Los Angeles is 4-9 in their last 13 games overall and 20-46 in their last 66 road games, while the under is 6-1 in their last 7 games as a road underdog. San Jose is 2-10 in their last 12 games following a win and 1-4 in their last 5 games overall, while the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games as a home favorite. Los Angeles is 4-9 in the last 13 meetings between these two teams. This is a hard one to call as it's a true rivalry that's remained despite the realignment for this year. With that said, San Jose has won the first meeting in both sets of back-to-backs this season, and the Kings are good enough to get revenge in the rematch like they did the first time around this season, so I'll take my chances with the Kings. My first betting advice for that match is to pick Los Angeles -105. The Sharks have been one of the NHL's worst teams, and they come into this matchup having dropped 7 of their last 11 games. While they won the first game in this matchup, San Jose has scored 2 goals or fewer in 4 of its last 5 games. On the other hand, Los Angeles has split its last 4 games, but Peterson has been red hot between the pipes, sporting a .959 save percentage in his last 4 starts. My second betting advice for that match is to pick under 5.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.